Okay.
Prabhu, you can switch on your video if you're okay.
Yeah, 1 sec. I'm just just sipping little water, getting a little cough. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. We'll start.
Yes, Prabhu.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamaham Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatan Sagana Raghunatanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parjana Sahitam Shri Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deen Bandhu Jagatpate गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंदा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। मुक्कं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंगायते गिरिं यत्कृपात्वमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुदीनतारणं परमानन्दं माधवं श्रीचैतन्य ईश्वरम्। So we are looking at 3:132 onwards to 38. So by your mercy, we'll just try to share with one another whatever we have heard in this respect. So seeking all your blessings. Hare Krishna. So Srimad Bhagavatam is non-different from Krishna, and therefore we must take complete shelter of Srimad Bhagavatam in order to advance in our spiritual life and revive our original consciousness. That is, we are eternal servants of Krishna. That is our Krishna consciousness. So, this chapter is titled Questions by Vidura. Vidura is a pure devotee of the Lord. So, we'll start reading one shloka, and then we'll read all, and then we'll combine, have a small discussion. So, कच्चित् बुद्धा स्वस्ति अनमीव आस्ते स्वपल्कपुत्रो भगवत्प्रपन्ना यकृष्णपादाङ्कितमार्गपांशु अच्छेष्टता प्रेम विभिन्न धैर्य. Translation and purport Special Prabhupada ki jai. Please tell whether Akrura, the son of Swafalka, is doing well. He is faultless soul, surrendered unto the personality of Godhead. He once lost his mental equilibrium due to his ecstasy of transcendental love and fell down on the dust of a road which was marked with footprints of Lord Krishna. When Akrur came to Vrindavan in search of Krishna, he saw the footprints of the Lord on
Prabhu,
the dust. Yeah.
Sorry to disturb you.
Yeah. No.
Devotees would also like to read the purport and translation, so you can allow them as
Okay.
well to read.
Yeah. After this verse, yeah. Okay. This ecstasy is possible for a devotee who is fully absorbed in incessant thoughts of Krishna. Such a pure devotee of the Lord is naturally faultless because he is always associated with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Constant thought of the Lord is the antiseptic method for keeping oneself free from infection, contamination of material qualities. The pure devotee of the Lord is always in company with the Lord by thinking of him. Yet, in the particular context of time and place, the transcendental emotions take a different turn, and this breaks the mental equilibrium of the devotee. Lord Chaitanya displayed the typical example of transcendental ecstasy as we can understand from the life of this incarnation of God. Yeah, can carry on. Hare Krishna.
Prabhu, you can read the verse and translation
Okay.
and purport can be read by the devotees.
Okay. Kachit Shivam Devaka Bhojaputya Vishnu Prajaya Iva Deva Matuhu Yavai Swagarbena Dadhara Devam Trai Yata Yagya Vitanamartam.
I take it, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Translation. As the Vedas are reservoir of sacrificial purposes, so the daughter of King Devaka Bhoja conceived the supreme personality of Godhead in her womb, as did the mother of the demigods. Is she, Devaki, doing well? Purport. The Vedas are full of transcendental knowledge and spiritual values, and thus Devaki, the mother of Lord Krishna, conceived the Lord in her womb as a personified meaning of the Vedas. There is no difference between the Vedas and the Lord. The Vedas aim at the understanding of the Lord, and the Lord is the Vedas personified. Devaki is compared to the meaningful Vedas, and the Lord to their purpose personified. Jai Srila Prabhupada.
Apisvid Aste Bhagavan Sukham Vo Yasatvatam Karma Dugo Niruddha Yam Amananti Smahi Shabda Yonim Manomayam Sattva Turiya Tattvam.
Anybody would like to read? Amit Prabhu, Amrit Madhav Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Prabhuji, can you move the screen a little bit up?
Roll Rao Prabhu. Huh.
Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada. May I inquire whether Aniruddha is doing well? He is fulfiller of all the desires of the pure devotees and has been considered from your to be a cause of the Rig Veda, the creator of the mind and the fourth plenary expansion of Vishnu. Adi Chaturbhuja, the original expansion from Baladeva are Vasudeva, Sankarshana, Pradyumna, and Aniruddha. All of them are Vishnu Tattvas, non or non-different personality of Godhead. In the incarnation of Sri Rama, all these different expansions appeared from particular pastimes. Lord Rama is the original Vasudeva, and his brothers were Sankarshana, Pradyumna, and Aniruddha. Aniruddha is also the cause of Mahavishnu, from whose breathing Rigveda appeared. All this is nicely explained in the Markandeya Purana. In the incarnation of Lord Krishna, Aniruddha appeared as the son of the Lord. Lord Krishna is Dwaraka is the in Dwaraka is the Vasudeva expansion of the original group. The original Lord Krishna never leaves Golok Vrindavan. All the plenary expansions are one and the same Vishnu Tattva, and there is no difference in their potential. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, Rao Prabhu,
Can
please
you-
scroll up.
अपिस्वित् अन्ये च निजात्मदैवम् अनन्यवृत्ताय समुन्नताये हृदि कसत्यात्मजचारुदेष्णा गदादयः स्वस्ति चरन्ति सौम्य.
Rao Prabhu, can you scroll up, please?
Hare Krishna. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Jai Srila Prabhupada. O sober one, others such as Ridhika, Charudeshna, Gada, and the son of Satyabhama, who accept the Lord Krishna as the soul of the self and thus follow his path without deviation. Are they well? Hare Krishna.
अपि स्वदोर्भ्यां विजयाच्युताभ्यां धर्मेण धर्म परिपाति सेतुं दुर्योधनो तप्यत यत्सभायां साम्राज्यलक्ष्म्या विजयानुवृत्त्या.
Hare Krishna. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Also, let me inquire whether Maharaja Yudhishthir is now maintaining the kingdom according to religious principles and with respect for the path of religion. Formerly, Duryodhan was burning with envy because Yudhishthir was being protected by the arms of Krishna and Arjuna as if they were his own arms. Purport. Maharaja Yudhishthir was the emblem of religion. When he was ruling his kingdom with the help of Lord Krishna and Arjun, the opulence of his kingdom surpassed all imaginations of the opulence of the kingdom of the heaven. His actual arms were Lord Krishna and Arjun, and thus he surpassed everyone's opulence. Duryodhana, being envious of his opulence, planned so many schemes to put Duryodhana into difficulty. And at last, the battle of Kurukshetra was brought about. After the battle of Kurukshetra, Maharaja Yudhishthir was again able to rule his legitimate kingdom, and he reinstated the principles of honor and respect for religion. That is the beauty of a kingdom ruled by a pious king like Maharaja Yudhishthir. Hare Krishna.
किं वा कृतागेषु अगम अत्यामर्षि भीमो हि वद्दीर्घतमं व्यमुञ्चत् यस्याङ्घ्रिपातं रणभूर्नसेहे मार्गां गदायाश्चरतो विचित्रम्.
Hare Krishna. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. Jai Srila Prabhupada. Please tell me whether the unconquerable Bhima, who is like a cobra, has released his long cherished anger upon the sinners. The field of battle could not tolerate even the wonderful playing of his cub when he stepped on the path. Vidura knew the strength of Bhima. Whenever Bhima was on the battlefield, his steps on the path and the wonderful playing of his club were unbearable for the enemy. Powerful Bhima did not take steps against the son of Dhritarashtra for the long time. Vidura's inquiry was whether he had yet released his anger, which was like that of a suffering cobra. When a cobra releases his venom after a long cherished anger, its victim cannot survive. Hare Krishna.
Verse 38. कच्चित् यशोदारतयुत्तपानां गाण्डीवधनो धन्वो परतारिरास्ते अलक्षितो यच्चरकूटगूढो मायाकिराटो गिरिशस्तुतोषा.
Hare Krishna. Translation. Please tell me whether Arjuna, whose bow bears the name of Gandiva and who is always famous amongst the chariot warriors for vanquishing his enemies, is doing well. He once satisfied Lord Shiva by covering him with arrows when Shiva came as an unidentified false hunter. Purport. Lord Shiva tested Arjuna's strength by picking a quarrel with him over a haunted boar. He confronted Arjuna in the false dress of a hunter, and Arjuna covered him with arrows until Lord Shiva was satisfied with Arjuna's fighting. He offered Arjuna the Pasupati weapon and blessed him. Here Vidura inquired about the great warrior's well-being. Jai Srila Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna. So, Sage Vidura is asking these questions to Sri Uddhav. So, verse 32 onwards, we can see that first he's asking about Akrura, then asking about in the last Arjun, in the middle Bhima, about the Lord himself, Aniruddha. So many questions he's asking. So this is spiritual nature when we question about the real welfare of others. A materialist, if we see, he's typically or she's typically interested in their own welfare or those who are connected with them. So, spiritualist is concerned about the welfare of others. And that is the way to be happy. Unfortunately, it is thought the more we enjoy our senses, the more we think of ourselves, we will be happy. But the reality is far different from that. We are not the center. Srila Prabhupada always says Krishna is the center. So like the stomach is the center of the body, Srila Prabhupada says, feeding the stomach ensures all the senses are going to be fed. If we try to individually feed each sense, forget satisfaction, we will only end up damaging each sense. If I put rice and dal in my eyes, I will damage my eyes. If I put gulab jamun in my ear, I will become deaf. So this is what the modern civilization is doing, thinking of themselves. But see here the vision of a pure devotee. He never told Uddhav, tell me what I should do, how I'll be happy. He's asking how is Akrura, how is Arjun. He's asking for the welfare of the Lord and those in connected with the Lord. So this is ideally a devotee's life. We should be thinking of the Lord and everything that is connected in relationship with the Lord. So, this is knowledge that I give up trying to be the center of things myself and start making Krishna and everything in relation with Krishna as the center. So, the disease is me and mine, as scriptures say. Pumsam striyo mithuni bhavami etat tayor mrito hridayaganti mahur atagriha kshetra sutapta vittay janasya mohoyam aham mameti. This aham mameti is the disease. I'm not the enjoyer. I'm not the center. We always hear I'm part and parcel of Krishna. We hear, we speak, we ratify, we memorize, but do we understand? Part and parcel, this word, if we pay attention on, when something is a part and parcel, it has to be used in service of the whole. Your steering is a part and parcel of the car. steering cannot do anything alone. And therefore, it is attached to the car and it serves the whole car by driving it and navigating it in different direction. Similarly, the gear, the AC, the handbrake, the seats, they are all part and parcel of the whole car. Similarly, the uh, uh, each senses are the part and parcel of the whole body. So they have to be serving the whole body. Similarly, we are part and parcel of Krishna. Part and parcel. Part we can understand easily. Part. Parcel means something. When something is a parcel of something, it means it has no existence without that thing. So a processor chip is a part and parcel of the computer. Computer cannot exist. There's no separate existence of the chip without the computer. There's no separate existence of this hand without this body. You'll throw the hand if you find it on the ground. So we are part and parcel. We have no astitva, in Hindi, and we have no existence without Krishna. And yet we think we are existing without Krishna. So how diseased we are. Wake up in the morning, you don't feel, I don't feel. You all are elevated, maybe you feel. I don't feel I'm Krishna's. I feel I'm this one's husband. I feel I'm this one's son. I feel I'm this one's father. I feel I'm this one's employee. So, truth is, I'm a part and parcel of Krishna. I have nothing existence only without Krishna. But I don't think like that. Therefore, this Krishna consciousness cultivation is so important. We should understand it is not an option. Cultivating Krishna consciousness is not a hobby. It is not an option. It is the dire necessity of every soul. So here, Viduraji is asking Uddhav about the welfare of Akrura. Akrura is a pure devotee. It is explained when he saw the footprints of Lord Krishna, he went into ecstasy. We see Krishna in the temple every day. We go into ecstasy. We go into a hurry to leave the temple and go back to office or go back to home. We say uh, 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 we see Krishna in the form of the holy name every day. Do we go into ecstasy? Or again, do we go into a rush of finishing our rounds? So we have to analyze these things. So here, Viduraji is asking about the welfare of all devotees, and Srila Prabhupada explains the exalted position of each of these devotees. So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who came as devotee, also displayed these symptoms. So right now we have symptoms, but all material. We also sweat. When the doctor will tell you have blocked arteries, we also start sweating. We don't sweat in ecstasy for Krishna. So yes, all these symptoms are there, shivering. We shiver when we get angry. So this is the problem. We have all these symptoms exhibited, but on the material platform. So the thing is, we need to come to the spiritual platform. We need to understand we are spirit souls. We are not this body. And we are part and parcel of Krishna. And we have no existence without Krishna. That is our life. So this me and mine has to be overcome with Krishna and Krishna's. We cannot not exist. Some people get fed up with me and mine. Then they try to become zero. That will also not work. The me and mine has to be replaced with Krishna and Krishna's. Then he asks, is Devaki doing well? It is mentioned in the purport that Mother Devaki is the compact to the meaningful Vedas and the Lord to their purpose personified. So Devaki mother was fortunate to conceive Krishna. So this is success. We become very happy when in the material world a lady conceives. But that conception is like animal. Animals conceive, we conceive. But are we conceiving God or pure devotees of God? That facility is there, Prabhupada says. Every devotee should bring an incarnation or a pure devotee in the world. Simply bringing any soul is like animal life. So that's the thing. We need to understand that are we replacing me and mine with Krishna? Then he inquires about Anirudh, the original expansion from Baldev, Vasudev, Sankarshan, Pradyumna and Anirudh, the fourth quadruple. So here about the incarnation of Krishna is mentioned. So Krishna is the original personality of Godhead. And from that, first expansion is Balaram. Then four Chaturvyuha, where Vasudev, Sankarshan, Pradyumna and Anirudh. Then again from that, the Narayan expansion of the Vaikunta. Then again from that, Vasudev, Sankarshan, Pradyumna, Anirudh. From that, Mahavishnu, Garbhodakshay Vishnu, Shirodakshay Vishnu. So they are all non-different from Krishna, but Krishna is the original. Srila Prabhupada gives the example from Brahma Samhita that one candle can light many candles. And they're all same, the fire, but still the first is original. So this is the right understanding of incarnation. In India, our common understanding is anyone is incarnation. Ganesh ji is incarnation. Durga is incarnation. No. There is incarnation, there is demigod, there is God, there is Guru Tattva, Jeev Tattva. All this we have to understand. Anyone you see in the temple is not incarnation. सब एक हैं, सब एक नहीं है. You have to understand from Shastra who is Krishna. Then who is Narayan? So Krishna has all the qualities, 4 qualities more than even Vishnu Tattva. So then Vidura goes and asks about others like Ridhika, Charu Deshna, Gada, son of Satyabhama, who accept Lord Krishna as the soul of the self and thus follow his path without deviation. This is what we should also be doing. We should be accepting Krishna as the soul of all souls, and follow his path without deviation. We have to follow without deviating, as it is. Not follow as we are. So I will chant, but I like to watch cricket, then I will watch cricket. So I'm following as I am. It's okay to eat bhel puri and pani puri in the restaurant, but I'm still devotee. So I will take what I like. I will leave what I reject. So I'm not following as Krishna laid out. the path. I'm following as I want the path to be. Then we don't go to the destination. Government has made the road Mumbai to Pune. Sign is there. You follow, you go to Pune. But you get on the road and start making your ways. You don't reach Pune. You reach somewhere else. So this is the same thing. Follow Krishna's path as it is. No need to follow the way I want it to be. Then Viduraji asks about Maharaj Yudhishthir, who was the ideal king. Dharmaraj Yudhishthir. That's why Krishna arranged for the Kurukshetra battle, so that the Dharma following king is established and he will subscribe Dharma for all and everyone will be happy. So when we have elections, many of you are living in India. When we have election, who is preaching? They will follow Dharma. They'll say, we will make well, we will give you bus stop, electricity. But this is not the duty. Where is Dharma? So Yudhishthir was Dharmaraj. He says, how is Maharaj Yudhishthir doing? So Duryodhan was burning with envy because Yudhishthir Maharaj was protected by the arms of Krishna and Arjun as if they were his own arms. So why Krishna was protecting Maharaj Yudhishthir and Arjun? Because they are dharmic. Krishna doesn't have partiality. Srila Prabhupada says sun is not partial. So if you sit behind the curtain, then say sun is not coming, it is your problem. Sun is there for everyone. So Krishna is there for everyone. His protection is there for everyone. If we want it, if we surrender, we will have it. So Maharaj Yudhishthir is Dharmraj. And Duryodhana is material mentality. The kingdom is not mine, but I should get it. To the extent Krishna said, uh, give them one village, keep everything. They said no, not enough space to put a needle. It is not Duryodhan's. But Krishna is saying, Acha Baba, you all want, give only 5 villages to these people. No, that also no. So this is material mentality. Have you experienced this mentality? Sometimes the people who are billionaires and millionaires, they won't spare a penny. Like, this is someone who's poor will give his money. So this is material mentality. Our heart becomes very contaminated. We have to understand the danger. Accumulation of wealth, sense gratification, they contaminate the heart. So we should think all this. If we are getting attracted materially, it's not okay. Our heart will become hard. We'll lose compassion and the good qualities. And then it takes a lot of hard work to bring those qualities back again. It's not easy. That I was hearing yesterday that these days we have uh, Delhi is air polluted, Mumbai is polluted, but the real pollution is of the mind. Problem is not Delhi is polluted, our mind is polluted. You can be in a very clean Delhi and be miserable because the mind is polluted. We need to purify the mind. So then he asks about Bhima, again, pure devotee. His anger was for Krishna. His anger is not to be mistaken as mundane anger. We get angry for our enjoyment. Again, everything is there. Nothing is stopped. So, anger can be used if it's for Krishna, not for me and mine. So, these all things we have to consider. Arjun's inquiry is being done, who is very famous fighter. Is he doing well? He had fought with Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva was testing him and then gifted him the Pashupati weapon. So these are all great devotees. So Maharaj Vidura is asking their welfare from Uddhav ji. So these are the questions we have to pose. Is Krishna consciousness fine? Is things connected in Krishna with Krishna fine? Right now our worry is material things fine? Chinta aparameyasya, Srila Prabhupada says. He says even the lion has chinta. You may think lion is the king of the jungle. But all the animals know this jungle area, lion is there and nobody goes over there. Then lion is also in anxiety. Being the king doesn't mean he's anxiety free because he's the king of the jungle. So chinta we cannot avoid. We have to replace with Krishna conscious chinta. So this is the solution to all problems. We are miserable now because we are materially conscious. Become Krishna conscious, we'll be happy. So practicing bhakti, if we are still miserable, means we are not still Krishna conscious. This is the test, Srila Prabhupada says. Devotee must be jolly. Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma. So that jolliness is possible when we'll give up this selfish mentality of thinking of ourselves only and those in relation with us. It's not easy. We bring this baggage in Krishna consciousness also. So we may come to Krishna conscious and still be thinking of ourselves. It is quite possible. So we have to monitor. Are we leading that kirtan for our fame or for Krishna? So I read one quote of His Holiness Bhakti Tir Damodar Swami Maharaj. He said, your chanting, your prasadam, your seva per se is not devotion. When you're doing it for Krishna, it is devotion. This class now externally, it may seem this is a Bhagavatam class, it is devotional activity. Yes, externally. But if this class is for Krishna, if everyone coming here is coming to hear for Krishna, if the speaker is coming and speaking for Krishna, then it becomes devotional. Otherwise, the same Srimad Bhagavatam class can be completely material. And it is, you will see, there are many people in India who speak on Srimad Bhagavatam completely materially. You can see that. They do it for 5 lakh package. for 10 days, we have 5 lakh for 10 nights in Switzerland. Similarly, they have 5 lakhs for 10 evenings of Bhagavatam Katha. So with band, without band. So then it's Bhagavatam, but is it Bhagavatam? It's not Bhagavatam. So we have to understand these things. Change of consciousness, change of heart is required. Otherwise, we are 30 years, 40 years in the moment. If our heart didn't change, it's very sad. Heart has to change. This me and mine. See Uddhav, Vidura, how they are talking, asking about others. Our automatic setting is we hate others. Why should someone else progress? Envy. And the world is designed in such a way we are scared also to ask about the welfare of others. Because I may be genuine, the other person will cheat me and go. But Sadhu is beyond all this. Sadhu doesn't care if he's cheated or not. Sadhu only thinks of others' welfare. That is why it is not easy to be a sadhu. It is not easy to be a Vaishnava. Because this point that giving up one's own welfare is not an easy thing to do. It's not easy. That's why false ego is the thickest cloud of stock of matter. I can come to Bhagavatam class, I can speak, I can ratify, but to do it for Krishna and not do it for my recognition, that is the last layer of false ego. So we have to go internal. Soul is inside the body. We have to go inside, see what changes we have in our consciousness. So yeah, this is a very nice area of Srimad Bhagavatam. Many devotees' glories are being described. Vidura was insulted by Duryodhan and he left and he met Uddhav. So what to do when we are insulted? Fight back? No, just get deeper in your Krishna consciousness. So this is all knowledge. Me and mine has to go out. It's not unnatural. Reality is nothing is me and mine. We are not putting this removal of me and mine artificially. It's natural for the soul. Really, nothing is ours. It's not artificial, right? It's not a lie. Really, everything is Krishna's. Really, we are part and parcel. We are not the center. The center controls the part. That's why we fall ill, we get well, we get miserable, we get mentally depressed. Things in life change because some central thing is controlling the part. If we are the center, then why are we controlled by someone else? So we actually are part. Problem is we think we are the center and we are trying to solve the things ourselves. We cannot. We are not the center. So follow these saintly people. Whenever we are insulted, whenever anything goes wrong materially, we take shelter of Krishna. Not to try to make that material thing work out. That won't solve the problem. Vidura could have said, no, wait, he insulted me. Now I will make sure he glorifies me. It doesn't work. So these great souls know that ultimate thing is to take shelter of Krishna. So we'll have 5 minutes to see if there's any question and answers. Thank you very much for this service. I don't know if I could do justice to it. If you liked something from it, then it is to the ISKCON Guru Vrind, from whom I was just hearing and could speak something. If something was inappropriate, please correct me and take it as my fault solely. But message is the same. Replace me and mine with Krishna's. There is the groundwork. It's very easy to hold the mala and chant, but to fix the mind is where is the groundwork. It's very easy to go in a ISKCON program. To think you're not the center of the program needs hard work. It's very easy to pick up a mic, put a harmonium, play the kartal and do kirtan. To do the kirtan only for Krishna is what requires hard work. It's very easy to make prasadam, put the plate, ring the bell. And because I like pizza, it's pizza today. Or I want to show the world I'm detached, so it's Karela today. But whether you keep pizza or Karela in that plate, to keep it only for Krishna's pleasure, that is which needs hard work. So we shouldn't be lazy. Other things we can lazily do. Every day we can come 4 o'clock in the temple, mumble some words very quickly, finish the round, gossip about another devotee, go home. Externally, things are very easy to do. Even if not so easy in the beginning, one can do it. To sit and hold that bead and focus on every mantra, that requires effort. Work with devotees and follow the orders of someone requires effort. When your suggestions are not accepted due to any reason, given to the suggestions of others, that requires effort. So we should pray and bless each other and pray to the Lord and the devotees that we get that strength. Without their strength, it's not possible. We may do some hodgepodge Krishna consciousness, but internally we are not changing. And unless we change internally, we can't go to Krishna. Krishna is not going to see how many Mangla Aartis you came for and how many rounds you chanted. What is your consciousness still? I can be chanting 64 rounds and fully in Maya. So yeah, thank you very much, and we'll see if there are any questions, comments. Hare Krishna, Srila Prabhupada की जय, ग्रंथ राज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय.
जय प्रभु, आपका वीडियो ऑफ है. कैन यू स्विच ऑन?
Oh, sorry. हाँ, मैंने तो ऑन किया था बिगनिंग में. Okay.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Prabhu. Thank you very much. Like always, a practical
Hare
lecture.
Krishna.
Anybody has any question? Amit Prabhu, Rao Prabhu, Amrit Madhav. Prabhu, if you can shed a little bit of light on how one can improve the quality of his chanting mentally as well as from all perspectives, it can benefit me and everyone else.
So, what I've heard is it's simple. We just chant and we hear everything. We focus on hearing every single syllable that we are chanting, every single word that we are chanting. And we hear katha, so we know in what mood to chant. Chanting is a prayer, so what should be the result of the prayer? We ask for pure devotion.
Bhakti.
Yeah, so we hear to get to know the mood, and we just hear every word of what we are saying. Mahatma Prabhu says, His Grace Mahatma Prabhu, this is very important. When we chant, we chant. We often forget we are chanting. It's very simple. When I'm chanting, I should be chanting. But then I'll look at the mobile, I'll mentally talk something else. Arey Baba, I'm chanting now. So one of his affirmations is, when I chant, I chant. Simple. You see, then chanting will be good. Finish on time. We are dragging. Now I'm chanting, I should chant. I don't have to think office, anything. When I'm in office, we'll think in office, I wish I could chant nicely. And when I'm chanting, I'll think what I'll be doing in office. We are not mindful. Even materialists have this concept now. Mindfulness, you would have heard. So when you do that, you do that. And we hear Katha, so we know what mood. And we beg to Krishna to help us to chant. Beg to devotees, Guru. Without their mercy, we cannot chant also. So Damodar Leela, our effort and mercy. So mercy part, we pray and beg to the devotee and the Lord. And our part, we try to do whatever we can. But hearing the mantra, hearing daily, hearing katha, to know in what mood to chant the mantra. Yeah. And when we chant, we chant. This is the biggest problem. When we chant, we are thinking so much other stuff. Is that okay, bro?
Yes, Prabhu. Prabhu, just one or two more questions, if you don't mind.
Yeah, okay. No.
Prabhu, often we are under the kind of illusion, and our ignorance as well as our ego makes us think that what we think, what we do, what we perceive is always right.
Hmm.
And it also puts us under a kind of illusion that what others are thinking, what others are doing is wrong if it doesn't align with my thinking.
Hmm.
And automatically, then the nature of criticism develops. So,
Correct.
so what is the kind of practical way? What is the right way? What is the method, manner by which we can curb this kind of thinking and stop it altogether? And many of the times, Prabhu, this thinking leads us to aprad, and it also leads us to higher level of ignorance, higher level of ego also. Sometimes we may actually be right, and but the problem of that being right is we think that we are always right, and it leads us to
Hmm.
higher level of ego also.
Hmm. Hmm.
uh, this is a kind of a problem which creates a bigger problem if we don't stop it at the right time.
Yeah, so we need to think that others' views can also be important. And maybe I'm right in everything what I'm saying, but uh, what if Krishna has arranged that the other decision should happen? Then we see the higher hand of Krishna. So the most important thing is we should stop thinking we are always right. Listen to other people. Now we are very eager to always, what I've heard, I'm sharing proof. We are very eager to talk, but we should be eager to hear also, more than talking. So that is important. And then even if we hear and we still feel we are right, then we try to put our point assertively that no, I think this should be like this. But then ultimately, it's Krishna's decision, you know. So then we leave it. But in no situation we quarrel because of that. Then it becomes dirty, you know. If we quarrel, everything gets spoiled. So yeah, the nature of this world is nobody will agree to you 99 out of 100 times. That's the way this world is designed. So we do what's the best and then rest, see everything as Krishna wanted it that way. Finish. So firstly, we may be wrong. Second, if we are right also, we can politely put across that no, this should be like this. I know it out of experience, out of blah, this fact. But then still there's authority and we are not hurt to, then Hare Krishna. We continue. So you are this what you say uh, in the DDY group, and yesterday Sri Vallabh Prabhu put one message that the Supreme Court verdict didn't come in our favor, and then he said anyway, what to do? We go on. So that's what. Now we are 100% right. ISKCON should win that case. It didn't come for some reason. So what to do? Okay, look at it, Krishna's hand, and go on. Fight, cry, quarrel, develop what you say, wrong perception about the other person. This all won't help. Yeah, bro.
So just one more thing, Prabhu, meaning it is actually you don't come here so frequently. So now that we
No,
have
no,
got
bro.
a
Please,
chance,
whatever.
तो हम लोग आपको छोड़ेंगे नहीं प्रभु इतना जल्दी.
Hey, bro, whatever in your
प्रभु,
service, bro. Yeah.
oh, it'll be good to understand from you also how do we accept Krishna's hand in our material situation. Now it's very difficult. Everybody has some or the other aspiration, and if not an aspiration, at least he has to sustain the physical body, for which material meaning this requirements are always there. But many a
Hmm.
times they don't necessarily get satisfied.
Hmm.
So I know personally you have gone through quite difficult situation, and you have, despite that, you have not laid alone Krishna's lotus feet. You have constantly hung on to it. So you are an ideal person to actually teach us how do we stick on to Krishna, how do we still maintain and even increase our devotion to Krishna despite our material difficulties.
Oh, yeah, I have gone through a lot of tough situations, but I also had my bad days, anger on Krishna, irritation with Krishna. But at least stay with Krishna. That is important. Tulsi Prabhu used to say, if you're even feeling like quarreling or crying, come in front of the temple and quarrel. But be with Krishna. Don't leave Krishna, you know. So, how we look at Krishna's hand, it is Krishna's hand. Anybody who's initiated chanting 16 rounds and having a fixed up service in the yatra, sannyasis say their life is directly controlled by Krishna. It's not by karma. So Krishna is arranging that situation for you to go back to him. For everyone, it will be different. Someone may get everything materially if Krishna feels so. Someone may lose. Someone may be midway. But we keep the faith that this is the best plan of Krishna for me to go back to him. Then we accept. It's not easy, but that's how it is. We accept the fact that Krishna is doing the right thing for me because I don't know what is right for me. Again, we come to the same point, what you were saying before. We think I know right. I think this job is right for me. Krishna knows it's not. No, I think living in Canada is good for me. Krishna knows it's not. So when we understand and accept hardly that Krishna knows what is best for me, then we don't retaliate. We retaliate because we think what Krishna is doing is not correct. It should be this way. But we are seeing our life in like 30, 40 years picture. Krishna is seeing 30, 40 million lifetimes. So he knows complete picture. So that way, bro.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. Thank you very much. Anybody else? Any question?
No, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Again, thank you, Prabhu, on behalf of all
Thank you, bro.
devotees. Thank you so much
Thank
for.
you.
Please keep coming regularly, Prabhu.
Thank you for the service, bro. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Let's chant Vaishnava Pranam Mantra before we end the class.
Vanchakalpatarubhyascha,
Kalpataruभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च
कृपासिन्धुभ्यश्च
पतितानां पावनेभ्यो
पावनेभ्यो
वैष्णवेभ्यो नमः
वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः।
अनंत
कोटि
कोटि
वैष्णववृंद की जय।
जय श्रील
श्रील
प्रभुपाद।
प्रभुपाद की जय। Thank you, bro.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Prabhu. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Prabhuji.